Kat.
And I'm Gabe.
And we're
The Ghouls Next Door.
Yeah.
Woo!
We were that before and we are that still.
Yep.
Cool. You're welcome.
Except now we're chillier because it's cold.
It's cold outside, baby. It's cold outside.
Yeah.
It's a song, I think.
Yeah.
Isn't that the one everyone's mad about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They shouldn't be. It's not that. Yeah. It's the most wonderful time of the year. Yep. Psych.
Krampus will come and hit you with some sticks.
Yay. Yeah.
It's great for microphones when you don't talk into them and then you just sway obnoxiously around them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is actually technically should be the scariest time of the year.
We
not
didn't
Halloween.
know. Now we know.
Yeah. We did some research. So this is our episode 38, right?
Whoa.
And we're going to be talking about folklore around Christmas time and the scary ones.
Yeah, because what else would we be doing?
Yeah.
This is the Ghouls Next Door. We are a horror podcast.
So we talk about everything spooky.
Yeah, I would hope we would talk about some scary stuff here and there.
Yeah. You guys are familiar with Santa Claus, St. Nicholas, that bearded, belly-laughing, red-wearing jolly fellow. But did you know, listener, that there are a number of spooky characters that also exist around this joyous season? They work less on the whole positive reinforcement tactics of giving gifts to good kids and more on the terrify kids into behaving tactic by threatening them with death. Usually a death caused from being eaten by a monster. To keep kids in line, of course.
Yeah, you gotta do that. It's, sometimes in life.
You gotta threaten kids with cannibalism.
Yeah. It's sometimes it's the only way. It's like that commercial that's like a mop commercial where it's like kid spray and it's really chloroform.
What?
There's a fake like it's a joke commercial, but it's definitely called like nap time. And it's like, is your kid the worst? Do they just yell at you and are always just the worst thing? You had them, so you can't kill them.
Chloroform.
Here, give them nap time, and it's basically a chloroform paper towel. And then the kids go to sleep and they're like, I don't want to kill them anymore. That's cool.
Disclaimer. Ghouls Next Door does not condone chloroforming your kids for naps.
I would hope not.
I just felt like that was important to distinguish between us and the monsters.
Yeah, don't cannibalize your children. Don't use drugs to make them sleep.
No. Just wear them out during the day, make them run around. But during this time, there's lots of spooky things. Like you would think, because we're so used to it being like the fun time of the year, everyone's giving stuff. We already told you it's dangerous to give gifts and to wish about stuff. And it's dangerous to go outside because there's snow out there and you can get trapped and then you resort to eating people. But now we're talking about things eating you because you were naughty. Because maybe you made several wishes, like, I wish she would rot. Or maybe you pushed a button that caused a stranger to die. Or maybe you ate somebody.
Yeah. You
probably should get punished. I'm just saying.
These are some drastic causes of punishment. I feel like...
Okay, maybe you lied on your tax forms.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I feel like there's got to be like a normal level of people do this more thing.
I don't know. Maybe you cheated on someone.
Yeah, now you're eaten by Krampus.
Yeah, maybe you're wearing bad clothes. It's cramping your style. It's Krampusing your style.
Yeah, he's coming for you. He's like, get some fashion or I eat you and all your friends.
Oh, no. That's it. That's the thing. Well, so we're going to tell you about all the things to be afraid about in regards to this season.
Happy holidays.
Yeah. Ho, ho, ho. Merry holidays.
Yes.
Because all of them. There's a lot.
Judaism. Ha!
Yeah. Gotta count all of them. Kwanzaa. They're in there.
Yeah. We're here.
So be prepared for this episode about spooky folklore on the most charming of months.
Yes. It's extra scary because it sneaks up on you.
Yeah, you guys didn't know, but you're really in the scariest time.
Yeah.
And we're going to tell you about it.
Get facts. We tell you facts. All the facts.
Hey friends,
Hi.
welcome back. Guess what this section's about? Facts.
Noise.
It's about facts.
Did you know? There was a thing that said it, but I wasn't sure. Sometimes maybe we'll trick them.
Yeah. Mary, did you know that your baby boy... I don't know.
Is eaten by Krampus.
Oh no, Mary, get him out of there.
Well, nope,
What
it's
are
too
you
late.
doing?
He
Get
came
him
there
out
with the
of the
sticks,
barn.
and he was hitting the kids with the sticks, and then, he was like, oh, that wasn't enough, so I'm just gonna put them in this sack and then put them in a stream, and they're dead now. Have better kids, except you can't because they're not here no more.
I think most people are now aware that the Christian and like the Christmas that we know is influenced by pagan holidays. So I think most people understand that, like Christmas trees, Christmas cards, and other traditions originated from pagan traditions.
And if you didn't know, now you do.
Yeah. Yeah. It was for the ending of one season into another, and I'm going to go into that. But one particular tradition that seemed to fall off and isn't here anymore, sadly, is this idea of telling ghost stories on Christmas Eve.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sounds so nice.
People would gather around the fire and tell ghost stories. Think about Charles Dickens' Christmas Carol. That's a ghost story.
Yeah.
There's ghosts. They visit them. It's spooky. There's chains
Spooky.
rattling. You learn a lesson. That's a ghost story. It's spooky. Spookiness prevails.
Woo!
But the 25th of December was not the original date for Christians to celebrate Jesus' birthday. In fact, there's really no indication of actually doing that. And I'm pretty sure he was born in like the summer or something. But it was selected because of the connection with the pagan festivals, like Yule and Sol Invictus, which was the birthday of the unconquered sun. Both of these commemorated the winter solstice, or the longest night of the year, and these festivals celebrated the death of light and its subsequent rebirth the following day.
Let's celebrate the death of light.
And then it's back again. Here it is again.
Don't gotta be sad for too long.
This was originally perceived to be the most haunted day of the year because it was the death of the sun. And it's not Halloween, where our veils are the thinnest and the threat of the undead walking the earth is most likely, but rather Christmas time.
Oh.
Because with the death of the sun, it was like...
Darkness
now,
will
yeah,
encompass all.
exactly. And it's like the longest night of the year. So it's like there's a longer time. There's like this break in kind of like our normal expectations. So it's the spookiest time.
He sees you when you're sleeping.
I mean, that is really creepy.
You like a creepy voice?
Yeah.
I'm on it. I'm
You're
here.
really good. My cat's sneaking up on me. She's scaring me. So with the veil coming down, it has unleashed many creepy monsters to keep us in line.
Noise.
Let me tell you about some of those.
Oh,
Stead.
please do.
I'm going to start with a real fun one. I'm going to try to say the name.
Okay.
And I want everyone to understand that I've never been to Iceland. And I've never pretended to know how to say anything. There's a lot of consonants and weird dots everywhere. This is Jola Kotern.
Scary.
Or, as it's more affectionately known, the Yule Cat. So the Yule Cat is from Icelandic lore, and it's a huge and vicious cat that essentially, so in Iceland during this time, it was this idea that when you were good, you were gifted new clothes, right? So if you did not receive any
Really hope I get some clothes.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah,
when you
I
want
do.
socks.
I wish. Oh my god.
I love some socks.
I would love some socks.
Right?
Oh, it's real. I love this holiday. Let's go. This
Yeah.
cat. Come on.
So, so if you haven't received any new clothes to wear before Christmas Eve,
If you have never received a sock, you will not be a free elf.
yes. So if your kid was bad, then you threaten them with not receiving any clothes. And if they weren't wearing new clothes on Christmas Eve, he would eat them.
Ah.
Yeah.
Cool.
So essentially, you better be
This
up
is
to...
just like it's really an equivalent exchange.
Yeah, you need to be up on your fashion, or you could be dead. Charlie, I need this blanket for warmth.
That really stinks for people who like don't got money.
Yeah. Yeah. It definitely was like... There's a lot of messed up things in here. Most of it is eating children. I don't know why this is the predominant threat.
I mean, yeah, it seems like parts of Europe, that's just kind of the thing. That's the thing that's scary.
Yeah.
If you like suck your thumb too much, there's a guy who comes around and like bites it off or like chops it off. That's like a Germanic folktale. You got Krampus
Germany,
going
man.
around eating some kids. You got the Cloyne coming down from the
Classic.
mountains to eat some children. You know, it's just like a really great time where children get eaten, and that's definitely scary. So
I'm telling you,
there's lots of different ones to be scared of.
it's white people mountains.
There's not just
That's
one.
where the monsters that eat you are.
I'll go there.
I'm going to go down this list here. So Frau Percha is German, because these Germans, man, they got
Nice.
the stories.
Yeah,
this
they're
is
scared.
a German folktale where an old witch both treats and torments children depending on their status, i.e. good or bad. If you're good, you get some silver coin.
Nice.
You get some bank. It's like a tooth fairy. But if you're bad, then she just rips out your organs and replaces them with garbage or straw because you're a garbage human.
You're a trash person.
You're trash.
So you become a
She
trash
makes
person.
you trash. She trashes you in the side. So good, you get some silver. Bad, now your heart is a thrown out takeout container.
That's pretty badass.
No, it's
I'm not gonna lie. That's like Hansel and Gretel upgraded.
Yeah, she's pretty bad. Some more lore. Let's go. Hans Trapp, or Anti-Santa.
Nice. I'm gonna stop saying that in reaction to every single one because it
probably good.
loses its meaning.
So Hans Trapp, or Anti-Santa, is from French lore. Please, listener, do yourself a favor and look up this fellow. Okay, I can wait. Cool. All right. So now we're on the same page. Legend has it he was a real man. So you're looking at that creepy picture and imagining that he was real. He was a rich, greedy, and evil man who worshipped Satan and was excommunicated from the church, which makes sense because you probably shouldn't be there if you worship Satan. And
You probably shouldn't be in a church if you're a kid.
he was exiled into the forest where he preyed upon children, disguised as a scarecrow, with straw jetting out from his clothing. And when he was trying to eat a little boy, he was struck by lightning and killed. But now he just visits kids and reminds them to behave. So not quite like the Jack Frost movie that we tried to watch, where he was struck, or he was like melted and then he became a snowman, evil snowman. He didn't do that. He just goes around and he's like, kids, be good.
Well, that's less fun.
Yeah.
He doesn't even eat them?
He doesn't even eat them. He tried to eat the one kid, and then that's it.
That's not scary. He can come hang out.
Just you wait. Well, there's also Pierre Foutard. He's another messed up French guy. He's a monster with quite the twist ending. So buckle up.
I'm excited.
Take a listen. This man was a butcher who craved children meat.
As you do.
He lured children to his shop and ate them Sweeney Todd style in a nice meat pie.
You know what this honestly makes me think is that for a long time, Europe had a significant cannibalism problem. That like they were like, oh, hide your kids because they're getting eaten somehow.
Everyone just wants to eat babies.
No, like I think
Hansel and
where did
Gretel.
this come from? There had to have been a problem.
France. What are you doing?
There had to have been a problem that like they had to make stories. The kids were like a little more cautious.
Of people. Well,
People just going around eating kids.
stranger danger.
Yeah,
Learn
no.
stranger danger. So here's the thing. He's trying to eat kids meat pie.
Okay.
But good old Saint Nick comes in and saves the day.
Oh, good.
Thank you, Santa. Oh my God, it's so nice. But oh no, what happened? He decides to employ this monster child eater And now this man who tried to eat children, who St. Nick saved children from, it now works for Santa, and he deals out the punishment to the bad kids.
Does he eat them?
I don't know. It just says he's assigned to give them the bad stuff. So he was kind of rewarded.
It's like, oh, you just did like a real good job. Real good job eating those kids.
Could you?
You know what would make Christmas even better?
If we just keep eating kids.
Yeah, just keep doing it.
Yeah.
Especially those bad ones. Just like,
I hate them.
eat them all up.
Come on.
It's totally good.
Yeah.
Europe.
So in other stories, they say that he tried to lure 3 rich boys into the woods. He murdered them and then he kept them in a barrel. But that just seems wasteful. I prefer the story where he tried to eat them.
If you're gonna kill some kids, you might as well just
Let's
eat them
just
after.
stay on-
Use all the parts.
Yeah, stay on topic with kids get eaten if they're bad. Next one. So Gryla is another Icelandic monster who's now... There's a trend with these stories. Guess what she does?
Eats kids.
She eats naughty children.
What?
She is a big troll with
News to
3
me.
heads,
Oh,
long curved fingernails,
more heads to eat kids with.
icy blue eyes at the back of her head,
That's where you want your eyes.
and horns like a goat.
As you do have when you
And
have eyes in the back of your head and
the
3 of
horns
those.
connect to her ears. Also,
She
she
sounds
has
beautiful.
also she has a lovely beard on her chin that is like knotted yarn, and her teeth are like burnt rocks.
That's great.
Thank you, Iceland.
For
Telling
it.
me white people mountains. Like, what are you doing?
I don't know what they're doing.
Apparently, the tale of Gryla is so scary, it was outlawed. So
Wow.
after it was outlawed, several songs came out saying that she died. They fixed it. Remember that scary monster that scared you kids so you'd be good? She's dead.
I really think they had a cannibalism problem. I'm gonna be really real. That's what I'm getting from this. Is that like there was a time
Yeah.
where just like cannibalism was running wild. And only for kids. They only were eating kids.
Yeah. Well, I got one new twist of a story.
Tell me about it.
And this is the last one I'm going to go out with. And it's the scariest monster of all. It's racism.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty scary. It's still relevant. So, Zwart Piet, or Black Peter, is from Netherlands. And he is the Netherlands Santa Claus's sidekick. Or, for being quite honest, his slave.
Ooh.
Yeah, pretty
Yeah,
rough.
that's messed up.
While the Dutch Santa brings gifts, Zwart Piet takes care of the bad children by abducting them.
Does he eat them?
No,
Okay.
but he takes them away from their home. He steals them. The problem with Black Peter is that he is a horrific racist portrayal.
Yeah, it sounds like it. Doesn't sound like a good time. Doesn't sound like a right thing.
Listener, if you just look it up, I really don't have to say more. But he essentially is the one who does the traveling up and down the chimney, which is the excuse they have for his blackface. Because he's covered in soot and essentially looks like a horrid minstrel character. He has big red lips because the chimney
No, it's just 'cause
irritates them.
racism. It's just racism.
I'm trying to help.
No.
He's got dark skin and an afro.
Yeah, no, I think it's
Doesn't
just,
make
I think
any
it's
sense.
Just racism.
It's just racism.
Yeah.
So essentially, people are dressing in blackface to be him. So no thanks.
Oh,
Nah. Like, I don't think today, but like people who dress as him use that as an excuse. Like, oh, but he goes up the chimneys. It's like, okay, what about his hair? What about those awful lips you made? Like, what are you doing?
racism.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly.
The solution is
Yeah.
don't go to Europe or any of the white people mountains.
Yeah, I'm not
'Cause-
trying to.
They eat children and racism.
Cannibalism and racism.
Done.
Two just like, two
Sorry,
pretty bad
guys.
isms. Like, probably the worst isms that are
Yeah.
there.
Yeah. I mean, America's not better. We got cannibalism and racism too. but not for this story.
Yeah, it's just not as much stories. It's just like, that's real people doing stuff there. Look at that. Oh, awful.
Yeah. So dress nice, be good, or you could get stuffed with garbage, eaten in a pie, stolen from your house by just a blatant racist trope, or you're eaten a bunch of more times.
Yeah.
Bunch of more times. All right, your turn.
Yeah, let's stick with theme.
Yes.
Gonna talk about some Krampus.
Okay.
I just want to be able to like see.
All right.
And it's hard.
You're doing good.
I just want to make sure you can hear me.
I can.
So, Saint Nick brings the gifts and Krampus brings the pain.
Love it.
I really love it.
They're the best team in wrestling. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, no, honestly.
They come in, one is like the good guy, everyone's cheering for him.
They're like, he's bringing gifts and presents, and he's like, Krampus brings the pain!
Yeah,
and they're all
Krampus
yelling.
is the heel.
He's got a chair, and he just,
Sunday
like,
night,
breaks it over
you're going
someone.
down!
Yeah, it's like that old classic PS1 wrestling game.
Yeah.
Except you're Krampus, and you're hitting people with chairs. But in this case, sticks.
Oh, that's good. You can find those outside.
Yeah, so here are some things you might not have known about Santa's demonic companion.
I didn't.
So, Krampus, the Christmas demon,
Yeah.
is from Austria.
Christmas demon.
Yeah.
He's from Austria?
Krampus, the
Wow.
Christmas demon. Right? Isn't that how the
Here
song
comes Krampus Claus. Here comes Krampus Claus.
Eating all the kids.
Doo doo. Here comes Krampus Claus. Here comes Krampus Claus.
Eating all the kids. I can't think of another thing.
He'll hit you with sticks if you're bad, and still beat you if
Drown
you're
you
good.
in a stream.
He sends you right to hell. We just made it up ourselves.
Happy Christmas dream.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah. So yeah, the Christmas demon, Krampus. In Austria and across German-speaking Alpine region, the demonic character is a crucial part of the holiday season. He's a devilish figure with long horns and a goatee beard, much like the typical portrayals of Satan. So you know who you want to be Santa's best friend?
Satan.
Satan.
They're the same. You just changed the letter.
Yeah,
Move
it
the
makes
letter over.
sense. So, one thing I thought that was super creepy and gross about Krampus is
can't
that
wait.
one of his feet is a human foot, and the other foot is a goat foot.
That can't be easy to
It's
walk
like,
in.
why you got two different feet? Pick one. Why? It's so
Can't
creepy
be
looking.
comfortable at all.
And the
Like
human
hobbling.
foot is as hairy as the goat foot would be.
That's weird. Is it small?
I don't know. I haven't seen Krampus.
Why not?
But all I'm saying,
We should
All I'm
be bad
saying-
this year so we can see
I've
him.
been good all the time.
Okay. We missed our chance.
Yeah, so there's just a lot of fun stuff that happens with Krampus. The biggest thing that he does is when he's trying to figure out how to punish the kids. He's doing that thing, the sidekick kind of dynamic where he's like, all right, you get to be good cop. I'm going to come in.
Yeah.
Get some answers. So, on December 5th is the day of Krampus. If you survive, you might get some presents. So you survive to December 5th. You get to be cool. All right, Christmas time around, I get some presents. That's cool. So it's Krampusnacht, which I don't speak German. Krampusnacht.
That's like Night of Krampus, right?
Yeah, Nacht.
Yeah, because it's like,
Oh.
yeah. I thought
Oh.
of Crystal Knock too.
Yeah.
Rough.
That's how I know how to say it. Oh,
Well, history thing.
Holocaust. This isn't the same. It's just how you say night. So on Krampus night, he reigns in the real world. People might attend Krampus balls, or young men from the local Krampus group, which is a thing.
Keep your Krampus balls away from me.
All I'm saying is, there's groups. There's a Krampus group, and it's young men.
With
Sounds
Krampus
really
balls.
creepy and awful. They don carved wooden masks, cowbells, and chains. with elaborate costumes to run through the town in a Krampus run, like the run with the bulls. But in this instance, it's a bunch of white men hitting people with sticks. Here
What
we are.
is this, a juggalo convention?
I don't know. I'm not trying to insult tradition, but it's also really weird.
What is this, Mummers Parade?
Oh,
Fuck that.
we live there. Careful.
Nah, fuck them.
Yeah, no, probably.
Racist
So yeah,
asshole.
you know, frightening bystanders and sometimes beating them. So
Who attends?
you know, people, they go.
Juggalos, that's
Yeah.
who.
So according to legend, Krampus will spend the night visiting each house. He might leave bundles of sticks for bad children, or he might just like hit them a little bit, or
He leaves them sticks,
yeah,
like as like a threat.
little stick bundles.
Like
That
you
if your
see this?
parents are like, you were bad, it's like, here's parents, here's some sticks you can beat your children with.
Some like
to make
Blair
them
Witch
behave
Project
better.
sticks.
Yeah, probably, honestly.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that's a good tactic. I might use that on my children.
Yeah, so you just put a little bundle of sticks on your wall all year long to remind your kids that, you know, you could beat them with those anytime.
That's not what I'm saying.
Sounds,
Saying they unwrap a gift and it
sounds
sticks.
totally in line.
They get a big
Which-
box. They
yeah.
think they
No, it's
they
really
earned
bad.
it, and they open up the box. It's full of sticks. You're welcome. Play with those.
So that's basically what that is, but it's on your wall all year long. You pick them ahead of time. They hang up as a reminder, like, oh, hey, I could beat you with this at any point. Parenting. So, you know, he delivers those. Or, you know, you were really bad, and he's just like, oh, I'm not going to wait. I'm just going to
I'm
beat
not
you
going
now.
to trust your parents to do this.
This is a Krampus job. I'm not going to
Just
trust your
send a
parents to do
parent to
my
do it.
job.
What I could do better.
Yeah. Or, you know, if he's bored and you were real bad, he'll just throw you in a sack and drown you. Drown you in a stream. And if we're feeling extra, you know,
You were really
you're
bad.
doing it. He'll take you back to his lair, eat you, carve you up, or just like you let you have eternal damnation. So the stakes are high. And then the next day, the Nicholas Stag, which is St. Nicholas Day,
Okay.
is basically, and it for Dutch times, Sinterklaas is its name.
Yes.
Presents for all the boys and girls. That is, all the ones who haven't already been beaten, damned, or drowned.
So, evening, Krampus comes along, drags all the bad children to hell, drowns them, eats them, hits them with sticks. Next day, Santa's like, hey, here's
Hey,
some
you
presents.
survived.
All the parents are just crying. Everyone's hysterical. No, baby! He's like, here's a toy train.
That makes up for the trauma.
Tommy, just have this. I'm sorry, your brother drowned in the lake.
Yeah. But I mean, I gotta throw some kudos out to Mental Floss, which
Yeah,
is the website, because this
same
article
here.
is great.
Yeah, Mental Floss.
And it's by
helped
Jesse
me.
Zimmerman, and it's great. And I really enjoyed it. It sounds like me talking, and we're now best friends.
Yeah, Mental Floss is where I got all my people that I mentioned.
Yeah, they're just like real good at like writing articles, but like making it so you don't gotta feel like you're drowning in words.
Yeah,
like they
they're
really
like
just
a-
get to the point, and they're funny.
Yeah, they're like a clean cracked.com.
Yeah. But yeah, so if you survive, you get some presents, and you know you're doing it. You're there. You get to live another year, hopefully. And one thing that's fun about Krampus.
Okay.
I know we didn't get there yet. He's like real good friends with Santa. You know, like they just like hang out on the times.
Like even not on the day when they're doing their good cop, bad cop routine or bad cop, good cop.
yeah, they're like being
Whatever comes
buddies.
first.
And it actually originates from Norse mythology. So essentially, he got like looped into Christian tradition as like a sidekick to Santa.
Classic.
Because they're like, you know what? This incentive-based parenting isn't quite working. We need some corporal punishment up in our parenting
Classic
styles.
Christianity.
Yeah. You know,
Yeah.
like, let's not just tell kids when they're good. Let's really hurt them when they're bad.
Well, just think about it. It's like the whole holiday is made up and it's just a hodgepodge of other people's ideas.
Yeah, honestly. And it actually says that Krampus is similar to the, racism symbol you said before, in that he's like a sidekick.
Yeah, I see how it could be Zorp yet, but I feel like there's a similarity more with Perry-Futard from...
Great.
I'm very good at French.
Yeah.
You wouldn't know that I am French.
I actually do kind of know some French, so I probably could have said it a little better. It's père, which is father.
Okay.
And then Futard.
Yep, that guy.
Yeah. I didn't say it perfect, but it's probably closer a little bit because you were saying some ridiculous
I don't know
things.
what I was saying. I don't do that. But it reminds me more of him because he's the one who ate children, but also the one who was like a bad guy and then he was employed to like dish out the punishments. Yeah,
it seems like Krampus is just like a grouping of all the big bads that they were like, oh yeah, cool. All right, we're gonna do this now. Let's just make one.
Yeah.
And it'll scare all the children.
Krampus.
Yeah. It sounds like it's a mix of a lot of letters. So
yeah,
here we are. So yeah, there's like festivals and stuff though if you want to go to Germany or like other kind of white people mountain countries. But you can like kind of like witness this festival where a bunch of young men go around like savagely beating bystanders with sticks. It's just a really good time. And Austrian households, this is the thing with the stick bundles that they hang up on the wall. There's like decor that parents can buy, like hang on the wall and be like, this is just a reminder.
It's like an upgrade of Elf on the Shelf.
Yeah.
Sticks on the wall.
Yeah. And like the other one, Krampus was banned at various times throughout history, specifically between 1934 and 1938 when Austria was under fascist rule, fun fact. It was seen as like an anti-Christian ideal. So he was banned.
Can't imagine why the literal representation of Satan is an anti-Christian ideal.
Yeah, Yeah, and then like there were just various other times where they're like, hey, nah, don't do that. But very recently is when he became real popular in the U.S. So you had that movie.
He's back now.
You got a bunch of like parties that happen around it, which is like weird. Why are you trying to go around hitting people's sticks? I don't want to be anywhere where a bunch of masked white men are trying to beat me with sticks. I just feel like that sounds awful. That sounds like maybe the worst thing that could happen. Why would anyone want to participate in this?
No kink shaming.
All right. Well, I don't think it's that though. I don't think it's for a kink.
I don't know.
I'm just saying. But yeah, it's been more recently shown in a lot of like pop culture in terms of like the Venture Brothers, Grimm, Supernatural, The Colbert Report, and American Dad, and then the movie. Yeah. And I found this cool comic on the interwebs. It's called Krampus, as you would expect it to be.
Yeah, those are all the spooky monsters.
Yeah.
That can punish you if you're not being good.
He's coming. Down
Any number of them are coming.
Down the chimney.
Or, I don't know.
Keep the fire
in the woods. Yeah.
Keep it lit.
Get lit. Or get hit. Hey.
Don't let him bring the pain.
Films. We watch some films. Now let's talk about those films. And all that spooky stuff.
So we watched Krampus.
We did.
We watched the 2015 Krampus, starring Toni Collette,
Adam Scott,
and a bunch of other people too. So there's a lot of great actors in it. So yeah, Krampus, the film, it is about a boy who has had a bad Christmas and ends up accidentally summoning a festive demon to his family home. That festive demon is Krampus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was what upset me about the movie is like that poor kid.
Yeah.
He was actually very nice. Kind of a little like loner baby, just like kind of not fitting in, a little sad. Mm-hmm. And his family's
Santa.
Yeah, it's like family's awful.
His family was just a family. It wasn't awful even. It was like normal.
He's just like, I want my parents to be in love. And he was like, that's what gets me. Is like, he wanted nice things for his family. He wrote like nice stuff. And he's just
Yeah.
like, I just want things to be better. And then like they're like a little mean to him about it. And then like it just spirals so hard. It's crazy.
Yeah. So this little boy writes a letter to Santa and then he gets teased. And in the letter, it's like, I want my sister to hang out with me more because now she's too cool because she's a teenager. I want my parents to love each other. I want my, distant relatives, my aunt and uncle, to have a better life because they're not doing so hot. And that the dad accepts that his kids are girls and doesn't make them behave like boys or whatever. Or maybe that's their choice. I don't know. And then he gets teased, so he like rips it up. And that essentially constitutes Krampus coming. I thought it was crazy because his life wasn't that bad. Like, there's plenty of other kids who probably are like, fuck Christmas. Like, when especially when you see the grandmother, like, you saw her thing and how she ended up like hating Christmas. It's because they were starving. And she was like beat because she had bread. And then her family yelled at her because she couldn't bring the bread home because she's a child. And they took her bread. And so, yeah, she was angry. So, like, that makes sense that, like, she summoned Krampus. But that he was just like, no. But I think it's just that he was so pure and he loves Santa so much. So him being angry was, like, a powerful force because it was this big switch.
Yeah, it was a time. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because, so his grandmother is, I guess, German.
She was German.
And she grew up and had experienced Krampus.
Yeah.
The way that I had just explained it.
Survived.
Yeah, she survived to tell this tale. And then managed to have a nice family of her own. And then still didn't really manage to warn anyone or notice this, like, the signs.
Yeah, I mean, like, she spoke German for most of the movie, like, did not speak English. And they all have understood her. Whenever she said anything, it was, like, pretty good family bonding time. But, like, there are many opportunities where I feel like she should have been, as you said, like, warning people, being like, ooh, hey.
Yeah. Well, like, when she tells the son, Adam Scott, she tells him to keep the fire going. But she doesn't stress why. She doesn't say, like, it's keeping things out. Because, one, because he went out there and he saw what was going on, if she said that and he was like, oh, okay, this equals this, then he would be more on top of it. And then maybe he would also share that with everyone so that he can have someone keep watch.
Yeah.
Because then they sold the chubby kid, which sucks. Because, like, one, that kid didn't have any character.
Yeah.
At all. It sucked. And it really sucked that it was, like, a gingerbread was on the chain, and that's what lured the chubbier kid to go get it. And it's like, what is this, like, 1996? Like, I think we've advanced past that, where it's just, like, you lure, like, a little larger kids. He wasn't even that, like, he wasn't fat. He was just kind of like a little, he's a kid with baby fat. Yeah. It was like, that's so rude. Like, if it was a kid, like a young kid, and he was lured by that, I would be more invested in that, because, like, kids might be more, like, that just seems more realistic to me than make it a joke about his weight.
Yeah, the whole thing was interesting in that the way that they were, like, lured off was always really bizarre. Like, I feel like it wasn't that creative, but at the same time, I don't think I was, like, expecting very much from the movie in general. Like, I didn't think it was going to be very good, but it wasn't that bad. Like, I was actually kind of, like, pleasantly surprised that it was as watchable as it was.
Yeah.
In that, like, I was like, oh, all right, this is funny yet scary. But at the same time, like, I just thought, like, the luring was kind of lazy. Or like, just kind of like, could have been done better or different.
I think
it's a new movie.
For me, I remember when the trailer first came out, and it was, like, so serious and so intense, and it was, like, absurd. how
yeah.
I was like, they are really taking themselves too seriously. I was like, there's no way. This is so dumb. It's like, and seeing like Adam Scott in there, and it's like,
Yeah,
how do
he
they
did
get
that
these
other,
like?
yeah, scary. He did that other scary movie though that was funny.
Yeah, but I mean, like, I saw that. I saw Toni Collette, and I was like, this is they. How do they have these actors for something that's so dumb? And it was like so dramatic. And then watching it, the film takes itself seriously too, even with like some of the hokey, kind of funny enemies, like the gingerbread men, the evil teddy bear that looks like those teddy bears you can buy now that look really cute, and then you push a button and they become like evil.
Yeah.
And then the fucking Jack in the Box thing that can go straight to hell.
Yeah, that's pretty gross.
That was the worst thing.
Yeah, it was really bad. It was definitely like it. It was, but like in a Jack in a Box form.
Yeah.
And it ate people.
Its
ate kids.
mouth open, and it would just like, eat the kids.
Yeah, it was definitely like scary things were scary. I would definitely agree with that. And like they were definitely really creepy. They took itself very seriously, even though I feel like it had to have been kind of somewhat oriented towards being funny.
No, it definitely was funny.
Yeah.
I think it's like how Saw 9, how we took that very seriously, but it's an absurd film.
Yeah.
And
That's okay, cool.
I think it's a horror comedy. And I think, I don't think they honestly took themselves seriously. Yeah. I think they took filming it and creating it seriously. And
they did a good job in that regard. Like, it was definitely a time. I felt like I experienced something.
Yeah. I really enjoyed the elves.
Yeah.
So, like, these elves come, and it's, like, so dramatic because there's a lot of, like, really powerful women. Unfortunately, they get rid of the daughter really fast. She's the first to go. But then you still have the two little girls who are portrayed as being boyish, who kind of try to fight back. They're still kids. But all the moms are really awesome. Yeah. Like, they fight back and get, like, mom rage and, like, cut things up and shoot things. Like, the aunt who was, like, annoying, like, shoots up everything. But then the elves come, and they were what I imagine that festival is kind of like, where people are dressed up in those weird masks and they're like in cloaks and they're just trying to be spooky. It reminded me of like a Halloween. Like, it looked like the kids from Nightmare Before Christmas, the ones who steal Santa Claus.
I wonder if that
might be some, like, because they have that same kind of mask situation where I'm just like, it's kind of pointy. It kind of looks porcelain. It's spooky. And then they like come in there just laughing maniacally. Like, they were really scary. Yeah. The other stuff seems so crazy.
And killing people.
Yeah. And then they're just like, here we go. We're just going to get this stuff. Walk around with Krampus. Yeah. And then, so you also get to see Krampus a little bit. Like, he's usually just a silhouette. There's some creepy snowmen outside, but they don't do anything. And then Grandma faces him, and that's when you see his big tongue, because that's what he's known for. But it's only for a little bit. Yeah. And then he just kills her. And then, spoiler. Then you see him later, and his mouth is always unhinged. Because his like tongue can come out at any time. But he just looked like this really surprised old man. Huh? Ah!
I'm gonna eat you.
Huh? You don't like my ornament this year? I thought you wanted me to annihilate your family. Remember, he was so mad. He wrote the note.
This is my gift.
I don't understand. This is my job.
I'm just doing my job, man. I'm just, we gotta do it.
I mean, Santa Claus told me. And I guess it works because he came... You see Krampus on the 24th. So going in the same fashion of, like, he comes first and then Santa Claus comes. Because then the next day was Christmas. Yeah. And they opened their gifts.
Yeah. Trapped forever. And? So,
Kat, you're a firm believer in not seeing the monster's face. So how do you feel about Krampus?
I didn't hate it. I felt like the tongue was real messed up. Yeah. And I hated it enough, like, in a visceral reaction kind of way, that I was cool with it. I think if it was just the face without the tongue, I would have been like, ugh, stupid.
Yeah.
But the tongue was like real gross. So yeah, I was satisfied
Yeah.
with that awfulness.
And in this, he wasn't absurd.
Yeah, no, he didn't look stupid.
No, he just looked like a creepy old man, which kind of just felt right.
Yeah, like Creep Santa.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm glad that it was made, to be honest.
Yeah, I thought it was good. Like, I mean, it was what it was. You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't bad. I was happy we watched it. I always kind of like wanted to see it, even though like guilty pleasure kind of way. So yeah, I was happy we watched it. I thought it was
saw it like
decent.
immediately when it came out because I was down.
You're funny.
I loved how absurd it was. I was like, I'm getting on that train.
Yeah, I mean,
and there's been since like 2012 or 11, actually, there has been a new Krampus movie every year.
yeah, no, people have been hype on Krampus since the 2011 and on, I guess, right?
Yeah, but it's like they were all really bad.
Yeah, no, we tried to watch them.
Yeah,
They
we
were-
watched
Ooh.
10 minutes of each, so we
Ooh.
could tell you they're all bad.
It was just like, what is this? Is such bad acting, or just like, what?
Yeah, it was all very low budget. And like when you see like images and gifs and stuff of those Krampuses, they're just over the top. Just like they're
Well,
like
because they show the
80s
monster to be
horror.
like stupid.
Yeah, it's like 80s horror, like learn your lesson. Where this just felt like a scary time. People are disappearing. Monsters are getting you. I just took it so seriously, but it had so much money behind it that it worked.
Yeah, no, I thought it was good. Like honestly, I no regrets.
No regrets.
It was a good time.
Yeah, I enjoyed
Good
it.
happy holiday film to watch with your friends.
Yeah. Definitely snuggle up, hang out, get a nice big blanket and some hot cocoa, watch Krampus, and be good because there's several different monsters out there ready to eat you.
Coming to eat your kids, coming to eat your life.
Yeah.
Your life's done.
Yeah, feelings. Yeah, I said feelings. Let's talk about feelings. Okay. And all that spooky stuff. I love spooky stuff.
All right, so the ratings are as follows. If you like it, it's Krampus brings the pain. You got to say it like that, like you're a wrestler. And then if it's you don't like it, it's Santa brings presents, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
And maybe those presents are your stuff with trash.
you're a trash person,
She's on
inside
point.
and out.
It's like
Trash in
fix
your
you.
heart, trash in your
Frau.
brain.
Just lady
Trash.
Percha. Yeah. Trash. It's lots of scarecrow symbolism
Or goats.
or goats or children eating.
Cannibalism.
Get your kid pie here.
Holiday season. Nothing says Merry Christmas.
Like kid pie.
Yeah.
Brings me back to the good old days.
Give the gift of kid pie this holiday
Back in my
season.
day when kids were bad, we hit them with a switch and then we ate them for dinner. Like, Grandpa, go away.
Put your dentures back in. You don't need to. No, take your dentures out.
Yeah,
we
you
don't
know
need
what?
you eating
Just
no
go
kids.
away. This is why you're not invited to things,
All I'm
Grandpa.
saying is give the gift of child pie this holiday season.
No. Yeah, for the whole subject of these folklore monsters of Christmas lore.
Yeah. Krampus brings the pain.
Krampus, Sunday, it's gonna be here. I'm gonna bring the pain.
And some sticks.
Do you smell what Krampus is cooking? It's your kids.
Child pie.
It's baby pie.
Bringing some pie.
With those baby back Krampus. Yeah. That's how I feel about it. I love these stories. I like discovering that we're still in the creepiest month. Like, because Halloween was like, oh yeah, this is our thing. We're like teaching you stuff. November we chilled out and I was like, oh, I guess, we're just gonna have to wait for Halloween next year. And then I was like, no, wait, psych, this is the scary time.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just really loving like 12 months of horror. Like, you're just doing every month's the time. But I wasn't expecting this to be the scary time. And it's a nice gift, you know?
Ooh.
Ooh.
Well, I wish we learned this sooner.
Yeah. Do you get the jokes, guys? We said all the episodes we did.
Yeah, I think it's been pretty fun.
It's pretty cool.
We taught you that it's actually pretty scary.
You know?
We didn't even know.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then for Krampus, the film.
Krampus brings the pain. Everyone say it. Krampus brings the pain.
He does.
Yeah. Who needs presents when you have pain?
Krampus gonna give it to you.
Oh, he's gonna give it to you.
He's gonna give it to you.
He's gonna
You can't go there, he's gonna bring it to you.
Yeah, it's great. So nice of Krampus. Thanks.
So nice. He does come to you. Comes down
Delivers
the
it.
chimney. He doesn't need to enslave someone to go down the chimney for him. So in that way, he's
he
better
comes
than
down
Santa
himself.
Claus.
He's there.
Yeah.
It's like, yo, what's up?
Here's your gift. It sticks. You're welcome.
Kid pie.
Yeah. Kid pie and sticks.
Live in a snow globe forever.
Yeah. So if you guys were wondering, if you were like, oh, there's so many potlucks and white elephant parties that I need to go to. So one, kid pie.
Give
first
the
and foremost.
gift of kid pie this holiday season.
2, white elephant. Just get a bundle of sticks.
Yeah.
Everybody wants a bundle of sticks.
Everyone wants a bundle of sticks
Or
this holiday season.
Get them some new clothes so they're not looking crazy on Christmas Eve and that evil cat comes around and fashion polices them to death.
Yeah, all I'm saying is,
Those clothes are so totally 2017. Guess
I'ma
what?
eat you.
I'm going to eat your face. You should have got new shoes. Dumb Timmy, you're in a kid pie.
you're in a kid pie.
So,
It sounds real, yeah.
oh,
There's
little
problems.
cat.
You gotta give the gift of, life this holiday season. In my case, inhalers.
Yeah.
For others, kid pie. Or, bundle of sticks to remind you to not be bad, because it's gonna come give it to you.
You should get a bundle of sticks and then just put your elf on the shelf on top of it.
That's a real good warning.
Yeah.
It's like you're gonna get one or the other. Pick.
They're both bad.
No, but I'm gonna be real. I'm not gonna hate on Christmas real quick, but at the same time a little bit. I don't understand. Santa's not getting credit for my gifts. I don't like that idea. You're gonna be good because I'm here. Don't be good because there's some magic man coming around giving you presents. No, I work hard as your parent, and I use the money of the work hard times to give you gifts.
Yeah.
So Krampus ain't coming to beat you with sticks. I work hard to take care of you. You better fucking be good.
Work hard for this chloroform.
Work
Well,
hard for the chloroform.
That's religion for you.
Yeah, I'm
You're
just
good
saying.
because some invisible person told you to be good or bad stuff happens.
No, it's
you
the
go to
people you
hell.
love and care about, you should be good for them, is where I'm at. Is all I'm saying.
Okay. Well, this holiday season,
Yeah.
give those gifts, be good, or have had already been good, wear new clothes on the 24th, and hopefully we'll see you in the brand new year
Yeah.
because you will not have been eaten by Krampus.
Or be eaten by sticks or drowned in a stream.
Yeah. I hope so.
Guys, just hang around. Because new year, new me kind of thing. We want to see you.
Yeah.
Your new yous.
Yeah.
New
So-
faces, new skin, all the things that you do.
Well, we will talk to you next year.
I miss you.
Miss you. Oh
Miss
my
you
God.
so much.
I love you.
Don't go.
Okay.
I thought you said you'd stay.
All right, bye.
Bye.
Oh, don't get married.
Don't
they'll
get
eat your
married. They'll
kids.
eat your kids.
And in this case, yeah.
Yeah, that's the whole
All
thing.
of them will eat your kids.
Your kids are gone. Eaten. Pie.
Happy holidays.